Days ago, I shared a story, and I think you saw it. I talked about why, as humans, all of us in this table, we see one specific thing, but we understand and we took kind of a new point of view through it. I was wondering what are these factors that make us think this way? I mean, when we watch the news or when we hear idea, we hear the same thing. Same input, different outputs. So I just want to know your ideas. What do you think?
Mine would be like a long thing.
Yes.
If you want to say something.
So, firstly, we're human beings. We're living by our free will. We have a purpose. We have desire. So, therefore, everyone can use their imagination to see the things different than the others. And when you ask about the factors, we can say there is the environment, how the people they raised when they were kids, the insecurities, the knowledge, to be more specific.
Okay, so I've talked about this with like a few of my friends before. Like this was a topic that we discussed, and in philosophy, there are two ways you answer this. Like there are two ideologies. One of them is called absolutism, and the second one is called relativism. It depends which one you accept and you want to use in your life, and you can answer it differently, obviously. So in absolutism, we believe that basically there's one absolute truth and one truth only. So, for example, if something happens and we see it differently, the fact is that one thing only happened. Three different things didn't happen. One thing happened. It's just you guys saw it differently. And the thing is, all of you, or like, let's say we three see something, two of us are wrong and one of them is right. Okay? Unless we see the same thing and we agree on the same thing. Relativism says it's okay to have multiple truths. There is no one single truth. If we see it differently, it's fine. It's okay. Like there's three truths now. They believe that there can be millions of different of truths in every subject. So it depends like which one you would agree with. And like I personally believe in absolutism.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
There are like too many flaws in relativism.
Okay, but let me give you an argument. Let me give you a nice argument. For example, like the era we are living is like media can manipulate everything basically. So if you want to think that way, it means like everything the news tell you, that's it. There's no other thing.
No.
Like, I'm sorry for interrupting. By using this word media, you're getting yourself into a huge concept.
Yeah.
Because if you want to talk about media, I mean, there is people in charge. Everyone knows that there is people in charge. Those people, we don't see them on the TVs.
Yeah.
So basically, we can say that they're doing manipulation, and for their good, benefits. So we can say at the same time, the sheep herd. So in my perspective, I see from the environment here, and it's not just here nowadays in this world, that most of the people, they are going with the flow. I mean, you come to a person, why you decided to do this, why you thinking this way, he's gonna tell you, she's gonna tell you, oh, people doing this, so it's normal.
Okay, one question in the middle of this. Do you think this is absolutism, right? The thing he said?
Say it in a sentence. Like what? Manipulation?
About
that everyone is going with the flow.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, so basically he said that everyone, they get one idea and they tell this to each other, so eventually everyone has the same idea.
Yes.
I mean, let me explain this to you more specific. So my opinion is, for example, there is a person, and that person has his own opinion of something. But when he saw other people have like got
A different opinion,
opinions,
he would
he's
change.
gonna reconsider his opinion.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah, I mean,
what I'm saying
he,
is,
he will see like he will follow the majority of the
yes.
people. But yeah, I mean,
Depends on what topic though. Like, are we talking about, let's say, 20
Facts.
years ago, nobody liked sushi. Now, like, everyone likes
So
sushi.
the thing you said, it depends on the.
It
age.
does depend on the situation.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain things, like feelings,
Yeah.
like beauty, like taste. It's all opinion related. Like, if I say this is beautiful and you disagree, like, there's no absolute truth in beauty.
yeah.
Like, you can find something attractive or someone attractive and I wouldn't, right? Or taste, like I would say this food tastes good and you would be like, no, I disagree.
So give me example that when absolutism works.
It works, okay. Let's say about this. This is a desk.
Yeah.
You can't argue that this is a laptop.
Yeah.
You can't be like, but I don't see this as a desk.
because this is a fact. This is
Yeah,
not
it's
opinion.
a fact.
It's a fact.
In relativism, facts don't exist
Oh.
unless
Oh.
proven
Now-
scientifically or mathematically.
Okay, so someone that believed in what was it? Relativity.
Relativism.
Yeah.
Relativism.
Yeah?
He is those kind of people. Then when they say this is a desk, he said no.
Like
That's-
argue about
You know,
it. Like,
guys,
how do you know this is a desk?
Guys, speaking of, nowadays in US, I can identify myself as a table.
Like as anything, yeah.
As a table.
That's like a
now I
product
get
of-
what you mean. Now I get you. But the question that
We
I
can
was-
make it easier. So, okay, for example, like there are argues they make on this. So, let's say we are discussing a color,
Yeah.
okay? Let's say I would say this is orange, and you would agree. Like most people would say this is orange. Let's say someone is colorblind, and they see it as green, blue, whatever. Now they come and say, okay, but they actually see it as green. Like they're not lying about the fact that it's green. We see it as orange.
Oh, that's the thing I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. Like that's something you can argue about.
Yeah.
What we believe in absolutism is that this is either orange or blue or whatever color. It can't be both colors at the same time.
Okay.
So one person here or one group of people here are wrong about it being a different color. So let's say like 90% of people see this as orange and 10% are colorblind. The fact is, it's their flaw. Like it's their vision. It is flawed. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
And like I had a friend who was like, okay, what if it is actually green and like the 90% are wrong?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, then in that case it's green. It's still like not two colors.
Yeah.
It's still one color.
But
you know?
But if you want to open that door of seeing everything
Differently.
like we have this nowadays about the pronouns and identifying and all of this shit.
The agendas.
But how can we be sure that one of the choices is
More correct.
right, more correct? How can we be sure that one of them is more correct?
One of them is a fact and anything other is like false. Like give me an example.
Okay, for example.
I mean, he's asking about the standards of,
Yeah.
Like you're either like a woman or a man. You're saying this?
For example, that's the example.
Okay.
But someone comes and so no, I identify as a penguin.
Okay.
So what the fuck? I mean, like there is no proof for that. There is nothing. Just
There's no physical.
yeah,
or
that's
Yeah.
the
chemical.
the question I want to. We cannot find the answer, but we can discuss it. Is what gives a person the idea to see that color or that color green, and if you talk to them, it's no, this is orange. So no, I believe this is green, and this is a simple this is a simple problem. But imagine it in a political way,
Yeah.
or in a way like different parents raise their kids differently in the same country, same neighborhood, same everything. So which one is exactly the right way? How can you tell that this is the right way and this is the wrong
What's
way?
right and what's
That's a
wrong?
different topic. So absolutism doesn't discuss which one is right or
Okay.
wrong. It just says one is right.
Okay.
Like you can't have 5 rights. You can't have 10 rights. So one of them is right. Like that's a different topic. I don't know. So we have, like, for example, there's this thing called, this ideology called positivism.
Yeah.
It's from, I don't know what, it's like Western philosophy. What it means is they believe anything you say or believe in has to be scientifically proven. Okay?
That's bringing atheism to this
It
world.
does bring atheism, yeah. Like most of the philosophers are atheists who believe in positivism. The thing is, like, even positivism is so flawed. So when you say you need to scientifically prove something, otherwise, like, they just deny it, it removes all religion. Because, like, religion, the Bible, the Quran, like, none of them are, what do you say? They're beliefs. They're in your brain. They're in your mind. You can't scientifically prove every single thing.
Muslims are angry now. We continue.
No, like beliefs in general are not scientific.
Yeah, like there's
you don't
one
need
guy,
to scientific.
there is one guy in a random street
about the
with a
faith.
video on Instagram.
Yeah.
He was talking about belief. He said the word belief, it means you're not sure about it. You're not 100% sure. He said when you believe in something, it means that you're not sure. You don't say I believe my name is Mehdi. You say my name is Mehdi.
Okay.
Right? He was talking about this when you say believe, you're not sure. It's just a belief in your mind. You think this exists.
How do you say you're sure then?
What?
Like
You
if
don't know
you're
you're
sure-
sure. If you say I believe, you're not
Okay,
sure.
if you are sure of something, what do you say? You say I'm sure.
No, you say I'm Mahdi. For example, you say this is a table.
Okay.
You don't say I believe that this is a table. You say this is a table because you're sure it's a table.
It's more like grammar. I
Yeah, it's
believe.
more
It's
grammar.
like you can't say I believe this is a table and mean it as like you actually 100%
Yeah, but
believe
see
it's a
in the
table.
other side. Like when you say I believe, you know when you use it, it's English grammar basically.
Yeah.
And say,
Like it would be different in different languages.
yeah, but when you say like when you ask me something like do you know where is I don't know Sina? I said I believe he is in home.
It's
I'm not
indication
sure.
you're not
You're not
yeah.
sure.
He
Yeah.
was talking about this part of belief that you're not sure when you're talking about something. You just have assumptions and you just imagine.
But the use of it is different. When you say I believe in God,
Yeah.
it's not that you're not
But
sure.
are you
You
sure?
are
Yeah,
100%
but
sure.
okay, in the end of the day, it's just a whole other different topic. But
Yeah.
in the end of the day, you're not sure. This is just a belief that God exists. You're not sure if this exists. You just believe that
That's
there is
true.
a God.
That's
But
true.
it goes for the opposite. Like if you say God doesn't exist, you're also like you
Yeah,
saying
that's the
I
thing.
believe God
I
doesn't
mean,
It's just a
exist.
loop.
I mean, guys, for speaking of gods or God, when we use belief word, it's associated to faith. So you need to get faith to start believing something.
Positivism, like it completely denies any
Yeah.
of this.
Denies
Like,
everything.
Everything.
Oh.
Like if it's not physically or scientifically proven. By the way, like the biggest flaw in the idea of positivism is that the sentence itself, when you say everything should be scientifically proven, otherwise we deny it. This sentence itself, you can't scientifically prove
But
it.
my friend, let's say, in our physical terms, this
Yeah.
period of life, we are not ready to face such a thing like God or
Okay.
these supernatural things. We're not ready. Like our eyes, our minds, they're not ready to. I don't know if you got what I'm saying.
I
Got a
understand,
point?
yeah. Okay.
So it's more about faith than.
Yeah, but like the thing you said about science, that everything should prove in science way and positivism.
Positivism.
Positivism. Like, okay, you cannot describe everything even in
You
science. Okay,
That's why it's flawed.
explain what is light.
Yeah.
Photons.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
It's not even
Thank you
that.
so much.
Look, the sentence
Substances of
itself,
photons.
you can't prove the sentence itself in science. Like if you believe in something, first step is that you should be able to prove it, yeah?
Yeah.
they believe in this sentence that everything should be scientifically proven. They can't scientifically prove this sentence itself.
Yeah.
So therefore, like, it's flawed.
But okay, we talked about this. Back to the main question. Imagine, let's talk about the most trend one in the world. So we have the same thing, and we're looking at everyone together.
Okay.
The LGBTQ community.
Okay.
You see, we all see the same thing, but I don't like the community. You might like the community. You might hate the community. I don't know. So,
Okay.
but same thing, same input again, different.
That's
perspective.
opinion related.
Okay,
Like things
what
that are
makes this
opinion
opinion?
related or just
What makes this opinion? What is the like? What is the prerequisite for having this opinion?
I
I
mean,
mean,
You get some info from outside. You hear some people, but in the end of the day, we both can go to the same class about in business, but we understand different.
we go back to the roots. Why do you hate or like the community?
Because I don't like the things they're doing.
Okay,
Okay.
that would be like your backup. Like you would be like, I don't like them for X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
I would say I like them for X, Y, Z. Like
Yeah.
different opinions.
Yeah.
We can't discuss the fact that like I like them or don't like them and who's right, who's wrong. We can only compare the reasons why we like or dislike them. We compare those and we're like, okay, in this topic you are right. In that topic I'm right.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the
So
day,
in-
one would be wrong.
I think in the end of the conversation, the group of people wins that they have more people on their side.
No.
Like, imagine talk about racism. I think racism is bad. If I have more,
you need
people-
supporters
Yeah,
for your
if I
idea.
have more supporters from mine, I'm gonna win. It's like Trump and Biden.
Yeah.
If one of them can find more people, one of them gonna win. Either wrong or right, one of them gonna win.
Okay, true. But winning doesn't equal being right or wrong.
But in the world that we are living in, when you win, or you are in the social media, or you are in the news, it means you're right. When you're
that idea is wrong. Like
it's wrong or I'm wrong. Which one?
no, the idea is wrong. Like just because you win doesn't mean you are right. Like you can be one person and say 2 + 2 = 4, and then we find 200 people here who all of them say 2 + 2 is 5, like equals 5. It doesn't matter even if you bring like 2 million people. The truth is 2 + 2 = 4, whether you like it or not, whether it's 1 to 100 or 1
But
to 1
let me
million.
tell you, let me give you a new argument. If you have 2 billion people that think that they say 2 + 2 is 5, and we are only like, I don't know, 100 people.
Like we're less than them.
Eventually, these 100 people are gonna think that way. Because
Okay.
they think, okay, there are a lot of people. This is not something that I think this is inside us.
This is psychology.
Yeah. I said, okay, maybe actually 2 + 2 is 5.
About
and
the
we are
conference.
wrong. And all of these people are wrong and we are right? No, they are right.
Yeah.
So eventually, that's why I have this idea about how our world works. I say, like, we have ships and we have dumb people.
Yeah.
Okay. Ships are the people who just follow everything happens. Andrew Tate, let's follow him. I don't know, Trump, let's follow him. LGBTQ, let's follow him. I don't know, war in Ukraine, just let's follow them. They just follow. And in the end of the day, all of these ships are in a big circle. And
Yeah.
there are some dumb people. When I say dumb, I don't mean anything bad. I don't think being dumb is bad.
You're talking about blind people,
Not
like
dumb.
following blindly.
Yeah,
Like
I like to call them ships.
without knowledge, without
Exactly.
reading.
I like to call them ships because ships they don't think, they just follow.
Okay, sure.
And being dumb is not bad. Because in this table,
We are all dumb.
you're dumb people. Because you don't, maybe you
I
don't
mean-
know that much about computer engineering that I
Yeah,
That
exactly. I
doesn't
mean, for
equal
example,
dumb.
yeah, I'm a dumb in your department.
That
You
means
can be a
that
dumb in my department.
Uneducated.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
at the
say
end of the day,
dumb.
it's dumb.
You would say uneducated.
Yeah, but like
Dumb.
you see dummies like economics for dummies.
Yeah.
I get the
Like,
idea from dumb for
someone
dads.
who's uneducated.
Yeah, uneducated.
Okay. Yeah.
So about in one thing or few things.
Yes.
But like I think as uneducated people are watching these ships, the ships we have are way more than the dumb people.
Okay.
So they're just seeing them and like
Not
why
follow
they're
it.
following them. Maybe there are the people that they think, they analyze the stuff, and they take their own perspective from the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
They are the like I want to call them. They are the people that see what actually is happening from different perspectives. But those people, the ships, they don't see anything. You just see one thing and go. Where's the grass? Where you go? So I think after a while, we will lose dumb people. We will lose the people that are actually thinking. Because they think, okay, maybe it's something wrong with me.
But this
There
has
is-
always
there
been
is-
happening in
there-
history.
There is something in human nature. In human nature, basically, why you follow the majority, because you're following the majority, according for the results. I mean, either it is if there is consequences, the consequences will be for a lot of people. If there is a benefits, positive results, they are going to be for a lot of people. So you feel more confident to be to be with the majority of the people because of the results.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel more confident when the results will apply to a lot of people, not just like small amount of people.
But I saw that, and I decided in my life that when I see a huge amount of people going one way, I'm sure that something is wrong with that way. Because if it was good, not everyone would found it. Let me give you a small example that we have a few years ago, the cryptocurrency. In the beginning, people were like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Let's make our money digital and put it
let's
in
be
the internet. When the
millionaires.
power is gone, we have nothing." That's a great
Rainbows.
idea. People started following it, and we saw some people that got rich from that, and people started following them. And where are those people now? In the past
They're
few
broke.
months.
Broke.
Where are those people? Every time I have two things in my life. I say I don't follow what everyone is going. I have to see it. I have to analyze it. The second thing is when something is too good,
It's probably
it's probably something wrong.
Yeah,
okay.
So
I
and
agree
it's
with
so beneficial if there's something wrong with it.
the first part. Like, I feel like you shouldn't examine something. Like, the population shouldn't matter ever. Like, just because 100 people are doing something and 5 people are doing the opposite, you shouldn't go be like, because most of the people are doing this, I'm gonna follow them. You also shouldn't be like, oh, because most of them are doing this, I'm gonna go opposite and be with the few.
Let me tell you something
Like, the
funny.
population shouldn't matter.
About this word, this is so funny. Some people they follow the group of 100 people because they want to be look like them. They don't want to lose
Yeah.
everything. And at the same time, we have some people in this world that they want to be in the five
To be different,
to
man.
be different, but they don't
Both
actually
are wrong.
understand.
Both are wrong. I feel like every topic you see, you should do research or you should do whatever you want.
In your own terms.
Yeah, in your own terms. You should be like, okay, I feel like in this topic the 100 people are wrong, or like opposite. Maybe the 100 people are right actually, and then go follow the people who are right. You shouldn't focus on the numbers of the people.
But we do it. Like unfortunately, we
Human
care.
nature.
A lot of people
Like
do this.
especially the
Trends.
cul-
That's how trends are made.
Yeah.
the culture that we came from is like we have this expression is Farsi. I don't know if you know it or not. We say be the same color of the society, so people give you respect. Yeah, I don't know if you have the same thing in your country. So that this number matters because we have something we call it. I don't know if the same word in English.
Yeah.
But we can say respect.
There's a Greek or Romanian thing for this. They're like, you should be the same color as the people in your society.
Yeah, but that's.
I don't believe in that though,
really
because
matters.
if they're wrong, even if there are millions of them, they're still wrong. You should do the right thing no matter what.
So we don't know what's the right thing. That's a problem.